What's going on, guys? This video is going to be a little bit different because normally the past videos I've done, I've usually done like a script or something. I've done a lot of cuts and it was just a lot of time, and most of that was due in part to me actually having like a small stutter, and it isn't anything major, but some days it's like S, some days it's like my T, some days it's like my M's, and me having OCD with being perfect all the time, I kind of just did a lot of cuts. So I tried to make it really professional, and I think that that kind of like staggered my content out, so there isn't a set schedule or anything or any rhyme or reason to anything I've uploaded on my channel. So I think for this video I'm gonna try something a little bit more authentic. Absolutely no script. I'm just gonna put something up on the screen. I'm just gonna talk, and hopefully my stutter doesn't act up too much, and it's actually decent content. And if I think it's a lot easier in the long run, I'll probably do a lot more of these. So just let me know what you guys think. It's perfectly fine to like laugh at my stutter. I laugh at it all the time. So if it's funny to you, definitely laugh and like put down in the comments like, hey bro, you stuttered it, like timestamp whatever. But I think this is gonna be a lot more authentic. So we're gonna roll the intro right now. So we're looking at some rumors that PokeJungle has up. I think they translated it the best, and they're a pretty awesome source. They're pretty active on Twitter. I think it's pretty cool. They're doing this. It's pretty dope. So there hasn't been anything new revealed. Oh wait, I have to read the warning. Everything in this post is speculation and should not be treated as official information. It is for fan discussion only. Please share it as such. That's extremely important. This is definitely not a leak. So it's not a leak. I'm calling it a leak. There hasn't been much new about Pokemon Sword and Shield following its initial announcement, but it hasn't stopped rampant speculation about the game. Yeah, for sure. Social media has been going crazy with just everything. Everything's a leak. Everything's like they're crazy or it's insane or something. It's ridiculous. Special thanks to Simon and Jinx for helping us translate these to English. Don't know who you guys are, but thank you very much. You guys are awesome. So the first bullet is new spirit system introduced to the game, which lets you equip armor or equipment that if you have found. This is pretty awesome because this is like a core Pokemon thing, to be honest with you guys. The whole collecting thing, I think Pokemon started with Satoshi Tajiri collecting bugs, and he just had the idea, let's just do it, but in a video game, and that's pretty awesome. The collecting things is always, I mean, we even collect things that have almost no meaning. It's just cool to look at. Shiny Pokemon, for example, they have absolutely nothing special about them for the most part. They're just really kind of sort of hard to get. They're not competitive, but we still go after them. I mean, I collect things. You can look behind me and see that. So I love that. It's pretty awesome. Spirit armor adds different effects depending on the item, and only one can be attached to a Pokemon. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I think that Mega Evolution, Mega Evolved Pokemon are going to be awesome in competitive play. See how this works out. It's going to be pretty cool. So some whole items may be converted to spirit armor, at least gain the ability to service it. Never melt ice is given an example, which will add an extra 10% chance of freezing an opponent. So there has to be some kind of trade-off for that. For you to have an extra 10%, just an example, going off of this, an extra 10% chance of freezing an opponent, they have to, in my opinion, lower the damage on certain moves. Like for example, lower Ice Beam's power by like maybe 10 to make that an even trade, or somewhat even. It says some held items, so that means that there's probably going to be really hard to get items. For example, I remember Diamond and Pearl, it took like a lot of BP in the one of those, like the Battle Tower or something, to get like a specific item. So like the Focus Sash, what would you get if you converted something that's used competitively into a held item? Will the effect be awesome? Is it random or is it set? And that's something we really have to look into and see how that works out with this new system. It's gonna be pretty dope to see. Another example, Fiery Necklace. Oh, changes in it. Okay, so maybe they'll just be adding a bunch of different items Like, would it just be like a normal necklace? You found a necklace on the ground, he's like, convert to spirit armor, and then it becomes a fire thing? Or will it be previously established like Pokemon things already? For example, like, let's say a Pecha Berry, like, would you turn a Pecha Berry into something, like, would you get like a boost or like a 10% increase on not being able to be poisoned or something like that? It sounds pretty interesting. I would love to know how this works. Similar to Z moves, some Pokemon will have exclusive spirit armor that can only be equipped by them, such as Mewtwo and the starting Pokemon. Okay, so this may come as a surprise to you guys, but I'm not really a Gen 1er. I know just looking behind me, it's like he definitely loves Gen 1. Yeah, they're awesome, but pandering to them too much it's become a theme now. Like, how many, like, Charizard and Mewtwo the only Pokemon with 2 separate Mega Evolutions. How much more obvious can this get that they're just Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 1? That's cool. It's awesome. It's a bread and butter Pokemon, if you want to call it that, but when is enough going to be enough with this whole Gen 1 thing, honestly? So all 3 starter lines remain pure grass, fire, and water, but if equipped with their unique spirit armor, become grass fairy, which I'm not sure how I feel about that typing. I was kind of hoping for the grass rock or grass fighting. I thought that would be pretty cool to see Grookey as like a Sun Wukong thing, and I thought that typing was like dope for him. But I guess we'll see how that works out. Firefighting. Okay, look. Blaziken was cool. Infernape was awesome. But Emboar was the one that killed this whole thing. Emboar was the one that killed this entire typing for me because of, like, and this, not just how he looked, but just competitively. Emboar just didn't do it. I mean, he wasn't good in my opinion. It just felt like they were just rehashing things and just making it worse. But enough on that. The water ghost for Sobble. That is pretty interesting. I would love to. I'm not sure if we even have. I don't think we have a water ghost Pokemon. That would be pretty awesome to see. Water ghost. I've been hearing like rumors about like a Sobble being like a ghost ship, based on a ghost ship. I forgot what the actual technical term for that ghost ship is. I believe it was like a Japanese inspired thing. That's gonna be pretty awesome if that's true. The games have a wolf-like legendary Pokemon as their mascot, but the spirit armor it wields will determine its type and its attacks. In sword it will be Dragon Steel, and shield it would be Ice Steel. Excuse me. So with this, it's strange to me. Like the only actual leak that we have, the legitimate leak we have, is the one that came out 6 days before the release of the actual trailer, and that's the most credible thing we have on this. Why would, if people are, I don't know, if you were trying to get your rumor, like if it was fake, because I do believe people just take things and make it up and then just send it into like Reddit or 4chan and have YouTubers make videos off of it to get like some kind of satisfaction out of having their ideas put into a video. Was that, I believe it was mentioned that it was like a wooden snake, no, a wooden horse and then a snake that was going to be the legendaries in those original leaks. Now that sounded pretty cool. Now I think this is really simple to think about, because there's a wolf attached to the Sword and Shield logo, so this would be the most plausible thing that people would think, oh, the legendaries are going to be two. I heard it was 2 wolves and now it's 1 wolf, but the wolf apparently changes depending on the spirit armor it has, and it's exclusive. That's pretty awesome. That's another reason to connect to people. Pokemon's always been about connecting to people. I can't get mad about that. So, but that means someone's definitely lying here. Like, someone's got to be lying. Either the wolf legendary is complete nonsense, or that part, that bullet point that guy made about the horse and the snake is complete nonsense. And that's, yeah, it's weird. It's like this rumor union thing. It's not very, they're not very together when it comes to like making up their rumors. If they're doing it together, I'm not sure. It feels like they should do that if they wanted to make it really believable. Like, for 1 week, get like 4 separate people or whatever just anonymously to post about this one thing for an entire week, and have like everyone in YouTube go into a frenzy about it. That'd be pretty funny. So players can connect with others who have the opposite version to unlock the other. Okay, well, I think I just mentioned that. I'm not sure if I did. The Wolf Legendary cannot go into battle if it does not have any spirit armor equipped. Now this is something that it sounds pretty cool, because we're going to have 3 separate images or like sprites of it. It'll be the version that can't go into battle and the 2 versions that can go into battle. That would be pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of when you see Kyogre and Groudon and Ruby and Sapphire, and they're like grayed out until you try to fight them, and then they change and they actually have their colors. So that'd be pretty cool. It's probably going to be something in the story very similar to Ruby and Sapphire, where the orbs, I believe the enemy team didn't have the orbs to actually go and get the Pokemon, and maybe the enemy team here is probably going to find the Pokemon before you do, but they can't use it. So I guess your character has like the armor or whatever. That'd be pretty cool story point. So it's definitely a connection to Kalos, with many characters reappearing, but you cannot travel there. See, I'm not mad about that. Kalos is just, it's not memorable for me. I don't remember anything about Kalos other than probably AZ, the starter Pokemon, and Mega Evolution of like that Lucario bit, which is pretty cool, and that's about it. Everything else from Kalos I can't remember. Don't know why. I think maybe it was too easy. It was just so much of a breeze. I just went straight through it, and none of the gym leaders I can remember having the slightest clue why. But I think that the game's gonna be pretty fun if all the stuff is true, or the spirit armored stuff is at least true. Now, let me know what you guys think about like this format of me just going off script and just talking about my what I think, and I'm gonna try my best to like figure out how to deal with the stutter when I'm making my videos, so it doesn't come off like he's just rambling or he's repeating himself. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like, hey, like the stutter thing was like, it's too much, I don't know, dislike it, let me know. I'm not mad about it if you dislike it. It's cool, it's whatever, and I'll try to make it better. I'm not really that good at editing either, so that's why I kind of like, I'm slowing down on that necessarily. Yeah, I'll definitely do it bigger projects in the future, but for now, like rumor videos, I don't want to just edit a lot and put out the video like in like 3 or 4 days excuse me, because I'm not that good at editing yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments for sure, and I'll definitely make some adjustments to how I do this. So I think that'll do it for this video. The next video is probably going to be on the Koro magazine, because I actually bought 3 of them and I filled out for the contest. And I'll let you guys know what the attack that I picked in that video is, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate you guys checking it out, and that'll do it. I'm out.